In a world filled with distractions, external pressures, and constant uncertainty, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers a timeless blueprint for cultivating inner strength, clarity, and control. Rooted in logic, discipline, and self-mastery, Stoicism teaches that true power does not come from wealth, status, or influence over others, but from mastering your own mind. The core principle of Stoicism is simple yet profound. We cannot control what happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. By training your mind to align with this truth, you begin to develop an unshakable foundation of resilience, wisdom, and personal authority. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent mental conditioning, emotional regulation, and philosophical practice. This article explores how adopting Stoic principles can help you train your mind until power follows you naturally. We will delve into the foundational teachings of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, uncovering practical strategies for building mental toughness, emotional detachment, and unwavering focus. Whether you're seeking success in business, leadership, relationships, or personal growth, Stoicism provides the tools to become the master of your own destiny. By the end of this guide, you'll understand how to rewire your thinking, eliminate self-sabotage, and cultivate a mindset that attracts respect, influence, and genuine authority, not through manipulation or force, but through disciplined thought and action. 1. Understanding the Stoic mindset. Control what you can, let go of what you can't. At the heart of Stoicism lies the discipline of perception, the ability to see reality clearly and respond to it rationally. Stoics distinguish between what is within our control, thoughts, judgments, actions, and what is not, external events, other people's opinions, outcomes. This distinction is crucial because much of human suffering stems from trying to control the uncontrollable. Training your mind begins with accepting this fundamental truth: you are responsible only for your own thoughts and actions. Everything else is indifferent. When you internalize this, you stop wasting energy on things beyond your reach and start focusing on what truly matters: your mindset, your choices, and your character. For example, if you lose a job, a Stoic would remind you that while the loss itself is outside your control, your response to it is entirely yours. Will you let it break you, or will you use it as fuel for growth? By shifting your perspective from victimhood to agency, you reclaim your power and move forward with purpose. This mindset builds mental immunity against fear, anxiety, and disappointment. It allows you to remain calm in chaos, grounded in adversity, and focused on progress rather than perfection. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. 2. Building mental toughness through daily practice. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a daily practice. Like physical exercise, mental discipline requires consistency, repetition, and intentionality. To train your mind until power follows you naturally, you must adopt daily rituals that reinforce resilience, self-awareness, and emotional stability. One such practice is morning reflection. Before beginning your day, take time to mentally prepare yourself for potential challenges. Ask yourself, what obstacles might I face today? How can I respond with virtue and composure? What am I grateful for? This habit primes your mind for clarity and purpose, setting the tone for the rest of the day. Another powerful tool is evening review. At the end of each day, reflect on your actions and decisions. Did I act in alignment with my values? Where did I react emotionally instead of responding rationally? What lessons can I take away? This reflective process sharpens your self-awareness and helps you refine your behavior over time. Additionally, practicing negative visualization, premeditatio malorum, strengthens your mental resilience. By imagining worst-case scenarios, you prepare yourself emotionally for adversity, reducing fear and increasing adaptability. This practice helps you detach from outcomes and appreciate what you already have. Through these exercises, you build a fortified mind, one that is prepared, adaptable, and unshaken by life's inevitable ups and downs. 3. Emotional detachment, the key to unshakable calm. A defining feature of Stoic training is the cultivation of emotional detachment, not in the sense of becoming cold or indifferent, but in learning to observe emotions without being controlled by them. Emotions are natural, but they should not dictate your actions. Stoics believe that distress comes not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. For example, if someone insults you, it is not the insult that harms you, but your reaction to it. Training your mind to separate emotion from reason allows you to maintain composure even in high-pressure situations. One way to develop emotional detachment is through cognitive distancing, the ability to step back from your thoughts and examine them objectively. Instead of identifying with every passing emotion, you learn to say, "I feel anger," rather than "I am angry." This subtle shift creates space between stimulus and response, allowing you to choose your reaction wisely. Furthermore, Stoics emphasize the importance of equanimity, a balanced state of mind that remains steady regardless of circumstances. This is achieved by understanding that everything is impermanent and that attachment to external outcomes leads to suffering. By mastering your emotions, you gain an incredible advantage in life. You become more composed under pressure, less reactive in conflict, and more capable of making rational decisions. This kind of emotional mastery is not weakness, it is power in its purest form. 4. Cultivating virtue, the foundation of true influence. Power that follows you naturally is not based on dominance or manipulation, it is rooted in virtue. According to Stoicism, there are 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are not abstract ideals, they are actionable principles that shape your character and define your legacy. Wisdom means seeing things as they are, not as you wish them to be. Courage is the willingness to act despite fear or discomfort. Justice involves fairness, integrity, and doing the right thing, even when it's hard. Temperance is moderation, self-control, and restraint. When you consistently act in accordance with these virtues, you build unshakable credibility and influence. People are naturally drawn to those who are principled, dependable, and ethical. Unlike fleeting charisma or superficial charm, virtue-based influence lasts a lifetime and grows stronger with time. Moreover, living virtuously brings inner peace and self-respect. You no longer need external validation to feel worthy because your actions speak for themselves. This confidence is magnetic, it draws people toward you, inspires trust, and establishes you as a leader in any environment. As Seneca said, virtue is nothing else than right reason. When you train your mind to live by this standard, power becomes not something you chase, but something that naturally gravitates toward you. 5. Overcoming obstacles, turning adversity into advantage. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and disappointments. But according to the Stoics, obstacles are not roadblocks, they are the path itself. Every difficulty presents an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset transforms adversity into a teacher rather than an enemy. Instead of complaining or giving up, Stoics embrace obstacles as tests of character. To train your mind to handle adversity effectively, you must shift your perspective. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I grow from this experience? What part of this is within my control? This reframing allows you to approach challenges with curiosity and determination rather than fear and frustration. Additionally, Stoicism encourages the practice of amor fati, loving whatever happens. This doesn't mean passively accepting injustice or mistreatment, but rather embracing life's unpredictability and using it to your advantage. When you love your fate, you stop resisting reality and start working with it. This mindset gives you immense psychological power. You no longer fear failure, rejection, or hardship. Instead, you welcome them as opportunities to prove your strength and refine your character. As Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When you internalize this truth, you unlock a level of resilience and resourcefulness that few possess. 6. Developing self-discipline, the engine of personal power. Self-discipline is the engine that drives all forms of success. Without it, motivation fades, goals remain unmet, and power remains elusive. Stoicism places great emphasis on self-mastery, the ability to control your impulses, delay gratification, and stay committed to long-term growth. One of the most effective ways to build self-discipline is through habit formation. Small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to massive results. Whether it's waking up early, maintaining a fitness routine, or practicing daily meditation, disciplined habits create structure and momentum. Stoics also advocate for rigorous self-examination. They believe that to govern others, one must first learn to govern oneself. This includes holding yourself accountable for your words, actions, and intentions. Another key aspect of self-discipline is simplicity. Stoics lived modest lives, free from unnecessary distractions and excess. They understood that material possessions and external validation do not bring lasting fulfillment. Instead, they found contentment in inner richness, the peace that comes from knowing you are in control of your own life. By cultivating self-discipline, you develop a strong internal locus of control. You no longer rely on external conditions to feel empowered. Instead, you become the architect of your own destiny, shaping your life through deliberate choice and unwavering commitment. This kind of discipline is not restrictive, it is liberating. It allows you to pursue your highest potential without being swayed by temptation, distraction, or societal pressure. 7. Leading with integrity, how Stoicism builds natural authority. True power is not imposed, it is earned. And one of the most powerful ways to earn respect and influence is through integrity. Leaders who embody Stoic principles inspire others not through coercion, but through example. Stoic leaders are known for their calm demeanor, rational decision-making, and moral clarity. They lead with humility, courage, and a deep sense of responsibility. Their authority comes not from title or position, but from the trust and admiration they inspire. To lead like a Stoic, you must lead by example, demonstrate the values you expect from others. Stay grounded in principle, make decisions based on ethics, not expediency. Accept accountability, own your mistakes and learn from them. Empower others, help those around you grow and succeed. This leadership style fosters loyalty, collaboration, and long-term success. It creates environments where people feel safe, valued, and motivated to give their best. Moreover, Stoic leaders understand the importance of empathy and justice. They treat others with fairness and compassion, recognizing that true power lies in service, not control. As Seneca said, no man was ever wise by chance. Wisdom, integrity, and leadership are cultivated through deliberate effort and continuous learning. By training your mind through Stoic philosophy, you become the kind of person others naturally want to follow. 8. Living with purpose, aligning your life with Stoic values. Purpose gives life meaning. Without it, we drift aimlessly, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. Stoicism teaches that living in accordance with nature and reason is the highest form of existence. This means aligning your life with universal truths, ethical principles, and personal values. To discover your purpose, ask yourself, what legacy do I want to leave behind? What values define who I am? How can I contribute positively to the world? These questions help you identify your core motivations and guide your decisions accordingly. Living with purpose also means embracing personal responsibility. You recognize that you are the author of your own life, and that your choices shape your destiny. This awareness fuels passion, perseverance, and direction. Additionally, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of gratitude and mindfulness. By appreciating what you have and staying present in the moment, you cultivate contentment and avoid the trap of endless pursuit. When you live with purpose, you radiate confidence and clarity. Others notice your conviction, admire your consistency, and are inspired by your vision. This is the essence of natural power. It flows effortlessly to those who lead with intention and integrity. As Marcus Aurelius reflected, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Train your mind with Stoic philosophy, and you will not only find power, you will become the embodiment of it. Conclusion: power is not taken, it is earned through mastery of the mind. Training your mind until power follows you naturally is not about manipulation, dominance, or luck. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about developing the clarity, discipline, and character that naturally attract respect, influence, and success. Stoic philosophy offers a proven path to achieving this transformation. Through daily practice, emotional control, self-discipline, and virtuous living, you build a foundation of inner strength that no external circumstance can shake. Remember, power is not something you chase, it is something that arises when you align your life with truth, purpose, and integrity. As you continue to train your mind with Stoic principles, you will find that power no longer feels distant or elusive. Instead, it becomes a natural extension of who you are. So begin today. Reflect. Act. Grow. And watch as power follows you, or not because you seek it, but because you've earned it.